Hello everybody, welcome back to Photo Australia. I decided to have a bit of fun with Grant in this episode. So it was a bit of a long episode, tried to keep in as much as I can. So grab a drink and grab a snack and hope you enjoy the video. Well, hello everybody. I've decided to roll the camera again. I saw Grant pulling out a little camera here, if you want to grab your little camera there, Grant. And I thought, what on earth is this camera? And we were talking about using software and stitching. And I said, well, what brand is that? And he tells me, and I'm like, well, what made you buy this camera? And then I thought, oh, we should get this on film because I was quite interested. So I'm about to hear what's Grant's reasoning behind this purchase because I was intrigued.
Right, this just started off, as Brad said, a little conversation about Microsoft Image Composite Editor, and we were talking about, well, maybe we should whiz out and take a couple of shots outside and quickly do a little demo. And you got a camera, Grant? You got a camera, Brad? And I said, oh, hang on a minute, not with me today. Oh, yes, I do. This rides in the console of the vehicle. Ricoh. My first camera was bought back in probably the early to mid 70s. Was a Ricoh KR10 film camera. Recommended to me. Can
I just stop you for a second?
Yeah.
What is that noise? It's all right, Grant, it's just the oven. The oven needs attention.
Oh, right.
Had a timer, it just went off.
Okay.
I wasn't sure whether it was the camera.
Ah, right. Okay.
Continuing on.
Okay, continuing on. Cut, rolling. Ricoh KR10 was my first camera. My father-in-law, who was professional photographer in Adelaide, Hans Weaverling, for some of you who may know that name, because I was taking out his daughter at the time, and taking out a professional photographer's daughter and not owning a camera was not off to a good start for this little black duck. So the suggestion was made that about time I had my own camera and invested in one, so off we went, and we came home with a Ricoh KR10. Which used the Pentax K-mount, very famous mount in camera brands, and that's how I stayed with the Pentax brand then all the way through. As Ricoh disappeared from SLR camera manufacturing and Pentax came more to the fore, stayed with them all through film, got back into the digital thing with Pentax eventually, and then the last, 6 years ago, Ricoh, who was spending more time on like office equipment, Ricoh copiers and all, it's the same company, bought Pentax back. So Ricoh now own the Pentax brand and are the overarching company. So when we were in the little shop in Boona in Queensland, Boona Art and Imaging as it was known, hello to all the folks in Boona. We're an agent, and I stocked one of these. It's a WG3. It's a weatherproof camera. It's water resistant to up to 14 metres, so they say. So one day, Brad, we might tie this to a fishing line.
Throw it in the cattle trough.
We'll go down here to the river, and we've got the river folks. Yeah. Well, I've often been keen to set it going because it'll do video as well.
Yep. And
cast it out and just see what's down there.
A lot of mud. I can tell you what's down there.
So that's
it's a flash-looking camera anyway. It's
pretty little thing, yeah.
It piqued my interest. What megapixel would that run at?
16, I believe.
Plenty.
Yep,
plenty.
Great, and it's up to a 5x zoom.
Yep.
This is a little macro light at the front here.
Yep.
They do a good little job. I've carried it, sort of a camera I carry in the car with me, but if we were going travelling, like when we did the US trip, this was in my bag. I actually used it a few times. You would have noticed on the bus trip when we did San Francisco that day, I was using this. Any sort of quick snap stuff, you know, and you want that quick record shot, when I'm out and about shooting, this will be the camera I'll reach for.
Oh, so, very good.
Yeah, it's a great little camera.
Fantastic.
So there you go.
All right,
Rico, folks.
We might actually go and use that little camera.
We will.
So she's ready to go, is it?
She's got enough charge in her now.
Fantastic. We're going to do we're going to go out the front here and take photo. I'm going to take a sequence of photos, and we're going to stitch the photographs together and do a pano. And we're going to try a bit of a different. We're going to do a stacked pano. So like I've mentioned in one of my photographs, we're going to do that just to show you what you can do. So with that, we'll swing on over outside. Okay, Grant, we're now out in the field, out the front. So we're going to take just a normal photograph.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do here, so I'm just going to take a series of shots.
So what are we looking at? Okay, let's go over here. Okay, yeah, we've got a couple of bulls in the paddock here.
The thing I
so
find,
what are you overlapping by, Grant?
Oh, look, at least 20%, Brad. 20%
overlap?
Yep, at least.
As I find with my super wide lens, which if you looked at a previous video, has got a bulbous front.
Yep.
I actually overlap that one by nearly half.
Yep.
And the reason is those bulbous lenses always have a certain amount of distortion.
Yep.
But with what Grant's doing is perfect for a normal type lens.
I mean, 20% is a guesstimate here.
It is.
What I'd like to look for is a definitive feature in your shot. Okay, like here you've got the dam.
Yep.
So I can use the dam, like this shot I've got the dam beyond it a bit, so now I'm going to keep the corner of the dam in the shot.
I like how you're looking at this as a photographic point of view, Grant, seeing that we're just doing this as a test shot.
Well, yes, but you still got to learn a little bit from it.
Of course, of course.
So now I'm going to do the same thing again. That was using up on wide angle.
Wide angle,
okay?
Yes.
So now I'm going to zoom this into its maximum. This goes into 5 times zoom. So one of the things we talk about when we talk about lenses, we talk about wide angle and stuff. With the higher resolution cameras and really good stitching software, don't get that fussed. If you're lining up for this shot here and you're looking through your 24mm or your 28mm or whatever, and going, I can't get it all, shoot a little pano. Shoot the shot, turn that shot into 3 overlap shots. Or if you want more sky, 6 overlap shots. And then using some of these software programs like Microsoft ICE, join them together. And you'll have a fantastic shot at a resolution you wouldn't have imagined possible. And you can do a hell of a lot with that shot. So we've now zoomed this in.
So let's try doing a 6-shot pano. So that's 3 along the bottom and 3 along the top. Okay. Because I think a lot of people forget, this can be very handy, like with one of the photos I did when you're too close to something, that you can not only just stitch alongside, you can actually stitch up and down as well.
Right. Okay, well I'll go this way then. I'll go in portrait mode. So I've got the bull, there's the bull stands still a little bit better. So I've got to overlap him. I've zoomed in on this, so this is going to be, that's not going to work with the bull moving, is it? So,
Nature photography
that's
again.
right, yes, that's... Oh.
And he's doing something.
Okay, well I'll go away from the bulls. We'll start again over here.
Yep.
So we'll simply, and God, I hate cameras without viewfinders. If I was doing this properly, I would actually mount this on a little tripod.
Oh, of course. And you'd be using your normal camera, but
and I would have
we don't want to show that. We want to see you struggle. I want to see you squirm.
I love squirming because this is going to be interesting. Oh God, where did I go? I moved. Because I'm zoomed in that much here. Your tripods are really good in that they've got increment markings on them.
Yep.
So you can know
Which is
exactly
how I did my shot.
Yep.
Was that using the tripod and using your markings.
Yep, you know where you are. I'm completely lost here now. I've got no idea where I am.
That is fantastic. I can't wait to see it.
So I'm going to zoom it out a little bit.
This will do either two things, Grant. This will either convince people to give it a go, or it will convince people to go, well, that's a waste of time.
Yeah.
No pressure or anything.
No, none whatsoever. No. Okay, so.
Now keep in mind, by doing this and stitching it all together, you're actually making your file size a lot bigger.
Oh yeah.
So if you've got a computer that struggles a little bit, just with normal photos, this will probably kill it. But dealing with what Grant's got and the computer I got inside will deal with it fine. But just keep that in mind, that the more photos you stitch together, especially if it's a really high megapixel camera, the more processing that your computer will have to do. And if you export it or anything or send it to someone, just keep in mind you'll have to downsize it by a fair bit.
Yep.
Because you're basically making a bigger photo.
I'll do one last one. Here we go. Now there's the cows, the bulls, sorry.
Now, with the power of editing, kaboom, we're inside.
Oh dear.
Now, Grant, so what was the software that you were recommending? Was it Microsoft?
Microsoft Image Composite Editor, or otherwise known as Microsoft ICE.
Yep.
Or ICE.
Okay.
Which we don't want to put the wrong connotation on that.
Okay, Grant. So have you used this software at all?
Oh yes, I've used it quite a bit, Brad.
Okay, you might have to take over with your mouse here because I'm in unfamiliar territory again.
Okay, so given that you've downloaded it and you've opened it, go up here to this tab, New Panorama from Images. So we'll click on that. And we'll click on that. There we go.
There you go. And it's documents. That's why I can't see it. Pictures. There
on the
we,
left. On the
there
left.
we go.
There we go.
Okay, we're on a roll now.
So
okay.
now you simply Control-click, select your images that you want to stitch.
Yep. So what ones you want here, Grant?
Why don't you try? We'll just do an easy one for a start. Let's go right up the top and just do the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's just do those. Now you notice on your right hand side, Brad, you've got camera motion on the right hand panel. You click on the drop down box there.
Yep.
And it gives you a choice of other motions that you might have used. So auto detect is fine. Every now and again it will catch auto detect out.
Yep.
And you'll go back in and play and experiment with each one of those other options, and generally you'll find the one that matches.
Yep. Yep.
So you now select all of those again. I think I've got to remember now. Yep. Yep. And say next on the top right hand side. And it's aligning them, it's composting them. And there you are. So you've now got your projection method there. If you click on each one of those, it'll give you a different, on the right hand side, it'll give you a different...
Oh, yep.
So
at the moment it's perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can...
Probably the one I would, that Mercator or Mercator, I'm not sure what that means, but...
Is this a cropping?
Yeah, it will auto crop.
Oh, okay, no, that's changing the perspective of it.
Yep.
Okay, that's where it's chosen the thing there.
So I would just say next. Does that. Now you can let it auto crop or auto complete even. So it'll do that. Now you can adjust that cropping box however you like. So if you wanted more, let's say in this case you wanted to get rid of the fence on the right hand side, so I'd bring that in, and now you can actually take in more of the sky if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You could do that, and you could bring the bottom down a bit too. You could make the image just a little bit bigger if you wanted to. There you go. And there you go.
Yep. Slight little mismatch in the middle
yes,
there, but
there is a mismatch.
Might be a bit
of
a overlapping issue when taking the photo.
Yeah, but it gives you an idea of what. There's actually two there. It hasn't done quite right, but it gives you an idea of what stitching does. And if we go back and play with other images, I'm sure we'll find a better example here somewhere. So let's do the next 6 or 7 or something.
This one here that you've changed to portrait?
Well, that, I don't know what's going to happen with that because I got lost as to where I was.
How many have you taken?
There's quite a few.
Did you take bottom and then top?
Yep, bottom and then top.
All right.
So
well,
take them all, choose them all, and program will decide that for you.
Let's see what happens. Okay, next.
Next, yep. And if it doesn't like it, it'll spit it back at you.
Yeah, it certainly will. Oh, it slowed down there for a second.
Yeah, I was thinking.
It's thinking, so, like, what have you done here?
That's right. What do you expect me to do? That's interesting. Nah, it's all over the place. Got cloud and
it's
sky.
Over the place just around here by looks.
Yeah. No, and on the right hand side.
Yeah, you got 2 horizons.
Yeah, 2 horizons there. So.
Yeah, it got a bit...
Yep.
Got a little bit muddled up there.
It got lost there.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Just go back again.
Add images.
Just go, do those, there from 377 to 383.
I'm not there's a photo over there. It's only
it doesn't like it at all, does it?
No.
Oh, okay. Let's go back then. We'll find one here that works.
Oh, hang on a minute. You've got a problem there.
Yeah. Take from those there.
That there is a stitch.
Let's try that. Yeah.
It was supposed to... Why isn't it redoing the stitch?
I don't know. Maybe we had to get rid of... Oh, here we go. There you go.
Why isn't it... Oh, no. Was it... It's showing it there. I'm not sure why it's not showing it in the stitched area.
No.
But that's it there anyway. Well, it's done a stitch there. It's
Yep.
very, very narrow stitch.
Yep.
Let's go back to import.
Just go back up the top there, Brad. Oh, sorry, you are up the top.
Yes.
Let's take from 343.
They should already be here. 343.
Yeah, no, we didn't use. We jumped over them.
Oh, did we? Okay. All right.
Let's take from 343
Yep.
to 349. Take those. Okay.
It kind of did it with some weird artifacts there on the bottom.
Yeah. It is better than that, and I'm going to put this down to my use of the camera. In fact,
Well,
give me my card back.
give you a card back.
I'm just going to walk out the front door here.
While you're doing that, I'm going to put those same photos through Lightroom
Okay.
and see if it
there's
has
any.
it has problems too.
Yep.
It looks like it would work,
Oh, it works.
and I'm sure it works well.
It works.
So let's see. While Grant's having a play, I'd say that the photos are not overlapping that well.
Yeah.
And go to Lightroom. Okay, in Lightroom, let's add, if we go here in pictures, it'll be under here, and where are we, pictures, okay, let's try. 143 to 149. Oh, we could probably add all of them actually. Just let it add them all.
This will be better. If you see what I was doing this time. That's the trouble. It's a good lesson with these little screens on the back.
Oh yeah, yep.
You often can't see precisely what you're doing.
What you're shooting.
This,
Okay.
You did need to just pop it in here.
Yeah, just slide it straight in.
Is there a...
That's the top one.
top
Top slot. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, let's see what it does here. So if we go to, where are we? That's stacking.
You'd expect the top number 2, 3, 4 and 5 to work, wouldn't you?
Photo merge, that's the one. Panorama. Yeah, I think it's done it there.
Yep.
Once you got 3 different ways of doing it. Spherical, cylindrical and perspective. So it's not exactly happy with the alignment, but it has done it to its best of its ability. And you've got your auto crop, merge. The interesting one is I wonder if it will put the vertical one you did.
Don't think so, because I genuinely did get lost there as to where I was overlapping.
So it's not perfect, but it hasn't done too bad.
Yeah, it's done better than...
Yeah, there's a definite line through here.
Yep.
But not something that you could fix. I'd like to try the real harebrained one. But hey, this is paid software that you pay each month, so
that's right.
Now, if we go back into what, my brain is a blank at the moment, Grant. Why isn't it? I use this software all the time, yet I'm stuck. Geez. Okay, let's try this one. Is that cow one of them or not?
Yeah, you can try.
Let's just put it. Let's see what it. I don't think that. I don't know. I think there could be a couple extra photos in there. Let's see what happens. It's got to throw an error, doesn't it?
You would think so.
Yeah, you won't be able to work that one out.
It'll go, no can compute. Oops.
Well, there we go.
Oops.
It's saying, what are you doing to me?
Yeah. What's this all about? Whoa.
Oh, got a flashing light.
Batteries.
Batteries.
I don't know.
Oh, I'd say it'd be batteries. It's just holding on a bit longer. Yep.
Yeah.
What do they take, Grant?
Triple A's.
Oh, the one I haven't got here. Got some triple A's at home for here.
Double A. Sorry, the big
double A's, the big ones?
A's, the big ones. Yeah.
Oh, these are the envelope ones.
Antelopes.
Antelopes, yeah.
Are they black ones or?
Black ones.
Yeah.
So these are rechargeable ones,
absolutely.
are they?
Yep. Oh well, it's joined it.
Did it?
Oh no. One of 27 were unable to be merged.
Oh, that's interesting. So it pulled out the ones that couldn't merge.
That's the cow.
That's the cow. I was wondering about the cow was wrong.
Poor bloody bull. He'll have a complex. We keep calling him a cow.
Yes.
I'm a bull. There, cows over there. Walk around the back. Have a look. I'm a bull.
I'll let you tell him that, Grant. Geez, I've got a bit of editing to do in this clip, haven't I?
Haven't you?
Or I'll just leave it all in there and everybody can laugh at us.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was a double stack panorama. So you took some in the sky and some of the foreground?
Yep. And I did with the new lot too. That's about,
did you?
That's about 8 or 10 just out the front.
Yep.
Doing one long horizon sort of in the middle and then the next lot sky with the horizon at the bottom.
Yep. Still having a long, hard think about it.
Yeah, 20.
Mind you, there's a few photos there.
Yep.
Yeah.
26 of them in that one. So it's a fair few.
Yep. Okay.
So there it is down there.
We've got it down here.
Yep.
It is the wrong way. Let's flip that. It didn't do a too bad a job. There's a little bit of bending here and there, which you can fix, but it has put it together.
But
interesting.
That is incredibly wide.
It is
doing that.
It is.
You wouldn't do that. So if we go to the ones in the card now, if you download
all right, let's
those,
close these.
There we go.
Okay. And go to new panorama.
Yep.
Do we want all of them, do we, Grant?
Yep.
Sorry, these ones?
Take them all, yep. All those there.
All right, open them. And is that one shot?
Yeah, that's, yep.
Or you got two shots there?
All be merged.
All of them to be merged?
All of them to be merged.
Okay. It's just the foreground of these ones look different than the...
No, I'll just...
Oh, because
Could be
it's
right.
above. Okay, all right. Yep, I'm with you. Okay, if we go to Stitch.
Stitch or next, doesn't matter, either one. There you
Yep,
go.
it's done it.
There you go.
There we go.
It's a fair breeze out there because it's certainly bending them power lines.
Those power lines are bending. But the photos looks fine.
Yeah.
Just the when you're shooting up, just gives that bend.
Yep.
Okay, next. Which you could easily fix that also.
It's got a couple of little, it's got one little flaw
Oh,
there,
there's
I
one
can
little
see.
flaw
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Just there and there, it's just
But-
a couple of little flaws there, just where it's mismatched
Yep.
a little bit.
But for a quick and dirty,
Yep.
you know, the beauty of stitching is that if you're somewhere, let's take the example, Brad, Grand Canyon or Flinders Ranges, some of those great big beautiful vistas where, you know, a 14mm lens just doesn't do it justice, and you've got to shoot. You're looking for something wider. Don't be terrified of not having that lens with you. Use your regular lens, your 24mm, whatever you're using, and just allow yourself plenty of overlap, and then stitch them, and you'll get a terrifically high resolution image out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Oh, definitely, and the more wider angle lens you've got is why you have to overlap more, is because of this distortion. If Grant overlapped a bit more, and I mean he'd normally do this with his normal camera, where you have more control over where you're overlapping. I was really giving you a challenge to use that small. I made Grant do it and not myself, because I knew darn well what would happen. You've done pretty well to actually get an image.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main thing is that you overlap and keep your horizon fairly level when you overlap, and keep track. What can happen sometimes is when you're doing a panorama, you sort of go downhill.
Yep.
If you can try to do it with, mainly a tripod's the best and easiest.
Tripod is pretty well essential. It works on a monopod. Handheld is really difficult because you do get lost.
You do.
I think there's something like 10 images. There's 5 across the bottom and 5 across the top.
Yeah, but it just shows you that ability. I think some photographers probably forget you get into an area where you may only have one lens with you. Say if you only got like a 24-70 lens on you, and I've been into that situation, and you've gone into somewhere and you haven't got your other lenses with you through whatever reason, and you go, oh, I'd really like a shot of this, but I'm too darn close to it. And you can actually do this. Just take a bit of time and a bit of effort. And you can use free software. If you do it well, you can use this free software, not a problem. Paid software is a little more forgiving, but that's what you pay for a bit. But it just shows you that you can go out there, take a bit of care in what you're photographing, overlap it properly, and you can not only just do a pano, you can stack the panos on top of each other so that you can actually end up with a bigger photo. And
if you take notice here, Brad, top right hand side, the image size, that's displaying at 75% quality.
Yep.
But it's with the cropping and everything it's done, it's now a 33.7
33 megapixel photo.
So you could go into that now and crop that down even further.
Correct.
And get quite a good image.
Exactly. You're effectively making a bigger photo with more information in it. So
if you're in places like, again, for example, Flinders, and you're looking for detail in rock or a particular gorge or something, have a go at shooting at, say you're using a 24-70. Try and shoot the scene at 70mm. And as a pano, and give it plenty of overlap, and then try and run it through a program like this or through a Lightroom merge, and you might be surprised at what result you will get, and you'll get a very high quality out of it.
Excellent.
So, there you go, folks.
So this is a bit of a play, and
it's quick and dirty. We apologise for that.
Very quick and dirty, but I wanted to make it quick and dirty, Grant.
Yes,
that was the whole exercise, was to get you out there.
I'll give you advance notice about software in the future, Brad. Lesson learned.
The lesson learned. That's good. So with that, we're going to call that episode there, and make sure you give us a thumbs up if you had a bit of a laugh at Grant stuffing things up. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you guys.